Welcome to an episode of the Sports Genes Into the Lab podcast, where sports analysts and experts dissect the latest news from the NBA and NFL, giving you a unique view on some of the hottest topics around your favorite teams. From the fresh field smells of the NFL to the hardwood courts of the NBA, and possibly your comfy couch for your fantasy football team. Let's see what kind of news the lab is working with today. Here's your host from the Sports Analytics headquarters in San Antonio, Texas, Ernest Silva.
Get me hype, get me hype. The Cowboys with a huge victory. Wish I would start off with the Cowboys talk already. We might as well just roll the Cowboys footage. 40 point. Okay, I'm already annoying, Steve. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
The Lab Podcast. I am your host, Ernest Silva. Excited to be with you guys today. That's right. 92, 57, and 1. I am in third place. If you're following along, you're definitely making it. At the Lab Pod is where you're watching right now, where you're going to be watching in the future. You can catch us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and of course, you're probably watching on Twitter. So excited to have you guys in with us. Guys, we have a great episode today. We have a Chiefs special guest today. That's right. You haven't seen him in a while, but Harry's here. And of course, my co-host, the General. You voted in the General, Steve Reiser. But let's go through the rigmarole here. Steve, the General Reisner. What's up, man?
Oh, what's going on, fellas? It's another glorious week in Patriots Nation. Everyone's we got the haters in shambles. Patriots derangement syndrome is 100% back. I'm loving every minute of it. No one gets the Seinfeld reference.
You can catch all the wonderful takes of the General Steve Reiser at Reiser_Steven. But let's talk about the man who you're not used to seeing. That's right. That is at Brooksy34. Harrison, the Red Sea Barnes. Brooks, what's going on, man?
Yo, how's it going, guys? I'm so happy to be back. It's been way too long. I was supposed to be playing darts tonight, but I almost lost the tip of my finger playing hockey, so can't really throw a dart with that. So here I am. Excited to talk some football with you guys
take that shit up good.
Man, like I'm excited, and I just got to say, dude, since I've been here last time, that new intro is sick. I love it.
Fan? I mean, that makes me feel good, right? That's what it's all about, is that we keep getting better. You like it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, things are improving over here at Into the Lab, and I love to see it.
You heard it. That's breaking news right there. Harrison Brooks says that Into Lab has gotten better. I mean, I thought we were honestly a shit show. You know what? Put the light on. That's right. That's a break right there. That's a BCMG guarantee. ITL has got no hype there. All right, Steve's not into it today, guys.
I never should have given you that. I never should have let you take that light.
You should have never paid for a light.
Absolutely. I not only did I pay for the light, I let you keep it.
That's true. Guys, that is not a glitch you are seeing across your screen. God, this producer's good. That is right. That is Glitch Energy. Glitch Energy, the sponsor of this show today. Use code BCMG for 20% off. That's right, glitchenergy.com. That's with the Y. Glitch Energy. Now, we are very excited. We actually are going to meet with Glitch Energy. Probably going to be part of a couple of live events for us. So Glitch and BCMG growing together. Very excited. Let's tune in. Who's there? That's right. Perfy is in the house. Perfy, one of the stream team members. He's putting his 401k on the parlay for the BCMG guarantee this week. Not sure if that's the smartest thing in the world. And we also have Coach Peanut. And he does not want to talk about the Patriots-Browns game. That doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me. 2 stream team members. Appreciate it, guys. We're going to go ahead and start off with some up-to-date NFL news, guys. So let's go right to it. The Atlanta Falcons announced that Cordero Patterson is likely to play in Thursday Night Football. I mean, the man just doesn't miss a game. Do you guys think it's smart for him on a short week to be playing against the New England Patriots? I'll start with you, Harrison.
Yeah, honestly, if they say he could play, I'm down to let him play. I mean, this guy's been the biggest surprise in the NFL this entire season, in my opinion. And without Calvin Ridley, the Falcons offense is not great. So it's basically Pitts and Cordero right now, and if Cordero can't go, they're in big trouble. So yeah, play the guy. The Patriots are too hot not to get all your stars in there.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, and I think as from a Patriots perspective, you see the Falcons get walloped. I mean, your worry is that they're going to try to come back and just get revenge on anybody they can. Steve, though, from a New England perspective, does it really matter for the game script if Patterson plays?
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. Because Patterson has, I mean, like I said, he's been a huge surprise this year. He's been they're using him very effectively. If you've seen over the years, Cordell Patterson, used in the right way, I'm surprised he's still doing it, but used in the right way, the guy can be awesome. And that's what Atlanta's doing. He's obviously someone that they have to game plan for. I don't think it changes the outcome of the game, but it absolutely changes the game script, at least on defense for the Patriots.
Yep, I absolutely agree. I think if you have Patterson, you're probably not starting him this week. I don't know if I trust it, but I mean, if he's in the game, you don't have a choice. He'll get you 4 or 5 points.
I wouldn't trust it either, because he's going to get probably J.C. Jackson or Jalen Mills at least on him.
I am so glad that I do not have Cordero Patterson on any of my fantasy teams this year. Not because he's not doing great. It's because I would not trust him in any single week based on previous knowledge of Cordero Patterson. And I'd be having 40-point, 30-point nights sitting on my bench every single week because I just don't trust him. I don't know. Wheels got to fall off the bus eventually, right? I don't know when it's going to come, but can't trust it.
And there's just nobody else. There's nobody else to trust in Atlanta.
Nope.
I mean, Mike Davis, if he's out,
it's him and Pitts.
He lines up out of the backfield, right? Pitts, right? Yeah, he lines up out of the backfield. Let's switch gears a little bit to another bird, right? The Seattle Seahawks announced running back Chris Carson still sidelined, removed from the IR, which meant they probably thought he'd play in the next 3 games. I guess maybe this neck injury is a little bit more significant than we thought. He was out for a portion of last year, and now he's out again. Anybody feeling confident in Carson playing this week?
Oh, no.
If he's still sidelined today, I would not be confident, and you never know what's going to happen. The end of the week, they could say he's technically good to go. These players, at the end of the day, it is up to them. But if he hasn't practiced by now, usually I'd say he's not going to play.
Yeah, even if he does play, I just feel like, he's been gone 5-6 weeks now. It's not something I want to play a guy, coming right off of a big injury like that. They'll probably use him sparingly to get him back into game speed. And then next week, though, if he plays this week, and then next week is when I'd be playing him, but I wouldn't play him this week.
There you go. Yeah, I have Chris Carson right in the IR as long as I can until he says, hey, I put in a full practice. Chris Carson, definitely a red flag for us. And we just turn our attention over to Joe Flacco and another returning guest, Dre Rogers, coming in. What's up, Dre?
Hey, what up, fellas?
I thought you and Joe Flacco should come in together.
Yeah, agreed.
Very fitting.
Worst trade of the year, of course.
Ouch. Yeah, they could have gotten who? Who? There's a Minshew Mania that was just sitting there, man.
Minshew Mania. Yep.
Just sitting there, prime for the picking. But Joe Flacco gets his start. Who won that jersey a couple seasons ago?
I think it was Miles, wasn't it?
It was Miles. That's right. Miles got the Flacco.
Oh, what a jersey to win!
He can definitely sport that this weekend. Here's one that's really relevant. Let's get away from the Jets. Damian Harris removed from the injury report. So if you're New England, right, Stevenson goes off, and now you have Harris coming back. Who's your guy, Steve?
Well, I think they split it like they try to always do. And especially, I don't know for sure, but I think part of the reason that Damian Harris might have sat out on Sunday was so you had a guy with fresh legs coming off the short week. I think that's the way. Same reason Trent Brown and Michael Onwenu were sharing snaps for part of the game. Is keeping fresh legs ready for you have the quick turnaround for Thursday night.
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. I think maybe Harris getting the extra few days might make him look really good tomorrow night, especially against a team you guys should probably be blowing up. But we'll get to that in a second. Harrison, any thoughts on Harris for you?
Not much. Yeah, it's a tough backfield to play, especially fantasy football wise.
I mean, it always is. I say this every year, dude. I love the running backs on the Patriots.
Yeah,
I hate them for fantasy purposes.
Yeah, they're in a void for me. But I mean, every now and then you get a gem like Ramondre Stevenson last week, and maybe this week is Damian Harris's week. Who knows, man? It's a toss up for me every single time. So.
Yeah, who knows? Dre, how do you feel about the Patriots backfield?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Belichick will play whoever he feels like playing. So, I mean, Harris should be the starter, but you know how he will bring somebody from the street tomorrow and he will start over all the running backs. So, I mean, I could tell you right now that Harris is the lead back, but you never know what Belichick's gonna do. So
I actually have a tryout down at Gillette for fullback tomorrow, Dre.
That makes absolute sense. It explains why you're wearing the Patriots jacket on this unbiased show. All right, the San Francisco 49ers, Elijah Mitchell has a finger surgery yesterday, so he'll be out 1 to 2 weeks. Guys, does this make Deebo Samuel running back 1 in San Francisco?
Well, fuck, man? I never remember all their running backs. They just rotate through running backs.
Yeah, they just kind of.
They just got Joe something, or what's his name, came back last week.
Oh, Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson. Yeah, there you go. He's the number one if he's healthy, I guess, with no Mitchell. What is Trey Sermon hurt? What happened to that third round pick?
He's still just lingering as a third string, from third round to third string. Yeah.
So what a disappointment
he was for a while, but he's back. Has not played. So.
But yeah, I mean, no Mitchell. I would play Jeff Wilson Jr. for sure. Like the 49ers running backs are always a good play, just if you get the right one, and if there's only one of them there, it's got to be the right one, right?
Yeah, I mean, joking aside, right? Deebo Samuel, I think, had 7 carries, 28 yards, and a touchdown last week, so not crazy to think he'll probably get more touches. But who knows?
I was going to bring that up when we talked about the 49ers. I really like the way they were scheming to get him the ball last week. I loved how they were using him.
Yeah,
kind of like how the NFL has switched into this use your best playmaker all over, the kind of college-y, how you just use your best playmaker everywhere. No really defined position.
Yeah, and you see it. Well, I wish I saw it more in Detroit with DeAndre Swift, but that's a little biased because he's on a couple of my fantasy teams and he's doing great. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, if they just he's the only playmaker, just feed him the ball, give him the ball every time. I don't know, I don't care. Like,
right?
It's only garbage time that I get Swift points in.
Well, guys, we have been saying it for weeks now before we transition to Primetime Pick, and we've been saying we're going to get a new Stream Team clip, all right? We finally have the new Stream Team video. So before we go into Primetime Pick, Londo, let's roll it.
There's a guy right here. Did not get scared at all.
Nice.
Oh! Yo! Clip that! Clip that headshot! No! No fucking way! Let's go! Yo, that guy in the heli, he was all the way across the map!
I think they've shut the door on these people.
I don't. Oh, that's my ace, bro!
Last player standing. Clutch.
Oh, damn.
I'm going, daddy.
Another handful down.
Tough battle.
Get him, got him.
Beautiful. Here's the stairwell right here. I think she went down it, dude. Oh my fuck! Get! That fucking got me.
This motherfucker's an idiot! I'm just. Oh!
Finish
him.
Darkness before dawn.
Did a lot of damage.
You, oh, fuck off. F off. F off. No one likes you. You're ugly. You're ugly.
See?
Oh my! You just died? No, someone fucking walked into the room that I was in as I was about to walk out the stairs. The fuck? You yelled?
Oh my god! That flick! There you go. The new clip of the week, Stream Team, courtesy of It's Rated Merc or Mark Guajardo. Guy, you're doing some great stuff. Very excited. He found time to make that even through all of the Spider-Man stuff coming out. I am very surprised I got anything out of Mark, but very excited to see his content coming up. All right, guys, brief break. You're going to hear the bell. We're going to start Primetime Pick'em. That's right. That's what you're here for. That's where your money's going. Stick with us right after you hear the bell. That's the bell, and if you heard it, you're going, look, Cuckoo and the Cabeza, we don't have a bell still live, but we do have a bell if you're listening on the podcast. You're probably thinking, like, what? So, all right, if you're here for the first time, Primetime Pick'em is where we're going to spend some time, 5 games, mostly 1 this week, but 5 games where we're going to talk about all the ins and outs, some of the specifications of what's happening in the game, and do our picks as well as give you our spread analysis, all right? You might have missed it during the break, but we did have another person join the Sports Scientist group. That is right. That is Just Luke. Just Luke, what's going on, brother?
I decided to crawl out of my Sunday shame hole.
I'm glad
on a Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, you
Sunday
guys didn't
shame
lose.
hole on a Wednesday.
Yes, we didn't lose, but I know I lost. But hey, cash that plus 8.5 before.
What did you lose, Luke?
I didn't lose anything. I got money thanks to the Steelers.
Wow, you're gonna take. That was a terrible game.
An NFC team coming to Pittsburgh without Ben Roethlisberger.
Wasn't a good game.
Terrible game. Terrible game.
Yeah, it was.
Don't worry. My fridge is stacked to the teeth with adult beverages for this weekend because I just can't handle another weekend of Mason Rudolph. I just can't do it.
It was Jared Goff's first non-loss without Sean McVay, so we can give him kudos for that.
I mean, he couldn't move. Like, what?
I don't even know why he's playing.
Say hi.
Yeah, that game was gross.
Well, let's roll into our first one. That's right. Thursday night football. The Atlanta Falcons will be hosting the New England Patriots. Steve is very hyped that we're starting off with this game. The New England Patriots come in as 7.5-point favorites. That's the latest line from Vegas. That's a lot of points there. Steve, start us off with this one. Looks like it's going to be clear skies. And right now, it looks like Cordero Patterson is playing and Calvin Ridley is not. Talk to us, Steve. What do you have for this game?
I had 7 earlier. I was going to take 7. 7.5. I don't think I'm going to play. The Patriots will win this game. Like I said, with Cordell Patterson, Atlanta still can score points. I'm not going to count on the Patriots steamrolling them like they just did to Cleveland on the short week. So I'd take a 7, but I'm not going to play a 7.5.
Steve is taking the Patriots to win, but not cover 7.5, but to cover 7. So if you're buying a half-point back, just keep that in mind. Let's move that over to Luke. Luke, how do you feel about them Patriots?
I don't really know if the Patriots were that good or if the Browns were that bad. I don't really know. So I would buy this game.
I knew we were going to come right back to that.
I would buy this game at like 6.5. I would. I think the Patriots are going to win this game, but I think 6.5 is probably where I would put it.
6.5 is where he's putting. He's taking New England to win and not cover. Harrison, how you feeling?
You know what? I'll take that 7.5. I think the Patriots are going to win this one by 10. Like you said, you have to think about Atlanta being pissed off from their blowout last week. So maybe they come out hot, but I mean, they've been pretty anemic all year. They don't have their best receiver. Kyle Pitts is their only real option in the receiving game other than Cordero Patterson coming out of the backfield. I don't think it's too hard for the Patriots to scheme against them. So I think the Patriots are going to shut them down, and I think they're going to win by at least 10 points.
Yeah, I'm actually flirting with that line as well. I actually think this is going to be one of the first, if not limited blowouts of Thursday Night Football. I think this is going to be a very nasty game. New England wins by 3 scores in this game. I think it's going to be a blowout. I don't have.
I mean, I would absolutely love that. I just like, I'm as much as I'm the optimistic Patriots fan, I'm always slightly nervous about something.
I'm not nervous at all. I'm not nervous at all. I'd right in that Patriots game totally. Taking Mac Jones and the Patriots to win, keep that streak going. Ash, welcome. The sweetest voice of ITL has joined ITL. How's it going?
Hey guys, glad to be back. It's going good. Just had a little moment with my neighbor right now, but life is good. So I'm gonna go with the Patriots for my friend Steve.
Ash, do I need to fuck someone up?
Yeah, definitely. Please fly in. I'm calling in all the troops.
Wow, Ash is calling in the Massachusetts arm to come down to San Antonio. Guys, Perfy says, did someone say blowout? Perfy loves blowout. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Dre, wrap us up on this one. How are you feeling about the Falcons-Patriots?
You know what? As much as I would like to go opposite of Steve, the only team, the only team that has allowed more points besides the Jets in the entire league is the Falcons. And I think they're missing their starting safety or whatever, so that makes that defense even worse. I know this is the Matt Ryan Super Bowl revenge game, whatever, and they are playing at home. But yeah, I will make Steve's day for the first time ever, and I will take the Patriots. However, I do believe that the Falcons might score a lot, maybe in the fourth quarter, just because Matt Ryan will do whatever. So I'll take the plus 7.5, but the Patriots will win though.
All right, there you have it. Dre is saying, book it. New England is going to win this game. And that is right. Steve is premature, but we're going to go with it. That is a BCMG guarantee. That's right. Patriots 6.5. That's our first one, guys. Our first one. I don't want to talk about what the record was last week. We're going to move on from that conversation. It was a bad week last week all the way around. Let's take our talents over to Buffalo. And let's roll that. Gotta love the Buffalo Bills. You know what? I'll tell you what. This game is jam-packed with headlines. So I'm going to go down the list here. This is the only game really
Wait,
that has
you have to love the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, I do. Bills Mafia,
Oh, I thought you meant just like people in general have to. Like,
no. No, this is good. This is going to be a very cold and rainy game. So if you're looking for a lot of air yards, this is not the game for you. Steer clear of that. So it's going to be a very, very rainy game. All right, guys. Rematch of the wild card. Defenses are 1-2 in takeaways. All right, got a 6-game win streak at home for Buffalo, and it's the premiere episode of the midseason Hard Knocks for Indianapolis. Tons of headlines in this game, which means tons of distractions. Buffalo in this game, 7-point favorites over the Colts. I personally think that's a bit large, but let's go down the list here. Harrison, how do you feel about this game?
Yeah, I agree. 7 points is too big. I don't think there's much of a chance that the Bills win this game by that much. I think it's going to be, like you said, rainy game, and the Colts, in a rainy game, you need your running back, and the Colts have the best running back in the game. So it's going to come down to what Jonathan Taylor can do, I think. But I do think the Bills are going to win this one. Obviously, at home is a huge advantage for them, so I think they're going to win it, but I think the Colts cover that spread pretty easily.
Good old Carson Wentz leading those Colts. Dre, how do you feel about the Colts on the road?
You know what? Carson Wentz is a wild card, and one of the reasons why he's having guess better season than he should be is because he plays in a dome, and you mentioned it's going to be a rainy game, so that means the advantage of being in a dome is not there. So we're going to get the Carson Wentz of old. I think he's going to throw a few picks, two, maybe even 3. However, this is going to be a very low-scoring game. So even though the Bills will win, it's going to be for less than what was the spread? 7.5.
Spread. Yep, 7.
Yeah, I actually think it's going to be 6. So the 2 field goals or something. So yeah,
Dre's
Buffalo,
keeping it
but
under that
plus.
touchdown. Yep, I'm with you, Dre. I do think Buffalo scores points, but if it's on the ground, I think Indy has the advantage there. So I'm going to say Indy keeps up. Looking at a 24-20 type of game here. So I'm rolling Buffalo to win, but not cover in this game. Steve, you look comfortable.
I'm going to take Buffalo to win and not cover. I hate agreeing with Dre, but yeah. I just like it's the rainy game. I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think Buffalo will squeak away, but I can't play a 7-point spread in that.
All right, Ash.
I'm going to go with the Bills on this one because what everybody just said.
I have nothing else to input in this conversation. Luke, what's going on, man? You going to take the lone Colts pick here?
I am.
Wow.
I am.
Oh, and he takes the glasses off too. Wow.
I think Jonathan Taylor balls out. The Bills don't have a running game. They're going to have to rely on Josh Allen to throw the ball in shitty weather. And like 3.5 points, I could probably see that. But I'll take the Colts.
All right, Luke is rolling with the Colts here.
That would make my weekend so good.
That means
where you're at. That's
for
where
your
bet.
For your parlay. If you want to add this in there, you can put Indianapolis +7 on that parlay ticket. We're not going to BCMG guarantee that, but that would be something you can put on there. Nobody said wouldn't hit for this
take
game.
that bet.
Indianapolis +7. All right, guys. Londo, hit that video. We're talking the game of the week right now.
Good time to light up the joint.
Here we go. The Kansas City Chiefs have woken up to face the giant known as the Dallas Cowboys in the game of the week, possibly the regular season game of the year. All right, Harrison, this is why you're here. This is why we're talking.
This is why I'm here.
Let's hear it, right? Talk about them Chiefs. What do you see for this game? What are big predictors?
Man, right when I was ready to write off the Chiefs for the rest of the year, thinking they don't have it this year, they go and do something like they did last week, and they bring me right back in. I'm excited for this game. We saw the real Chiefs last week. I'm still nervous though, because who knows if that was just a flash in the pan and we're going back to this season's Chiefs. 2 weeks ago, what they scored 13 points against Green Bay. They got the win, but that wasn't fun to watch at all.
Yep.
But I think he's not great anymore, but I think the addition of Melvin Ingram was a big pickup for them. It just allows, I think Chris Jones plays from the inside. It allows him to go back to the inside where he's more effective. And that's all they really need on the defensive side. If the secondary isn't firing on all cylinders, they need the pass rush to do something. For most of the year, neither were doing anything. It was absolute yard sale out there on defense. So if they can continue, getting some pressure on the quarterback, I really like their chances in this game. But that's the key to it. They just need to keep some sort of one part of their defense needs to be on point for this game. And once that happens, then it leads into the offense being spectacular. They still have some really good metrics on offense. So their offense is there. They just don't they don't get into the rhythm because they're on the sidelines for so long. No, their defense can't make a stop. So if the defense can make some stops, I think Mahomes is going to ball out, and this should be a very high scoring game. But yeah, I like their chances.
I mean, you just think that the Dallas Cowboys scored 43 and the Chiefs were like, okay, hold on. Here's our 40 burger. We're scoring 41. And now we're going to this game where it's like offensive juggernauts all over again. Although it's just, I don't want to take away, like the Chiefs did just show up, right? Welcome to 2021. All right. So I'm obviously going to give the Cowboys side of this, but Dallas Cowboys are 7-0 when they score first. They're 0-2 when they score second. So the big talk about Dallas Cowboys is that you must get ahead of them in order to make them throw more, which takes away their offense as much. So Dallas Cowboys, though, look fantastic. I don't know if you guys read the story about Monkey Butt that Mike McCarthy did with the Dallas Cowboys. Did you guys hear about that? All right, so Mike McCarthy, after they got walloped by Denver, gave everybody monkey butt in their locker room. Said basically, you go hard all week and you take it out on the Falcons next week. And I don't care if you're chafing, use this monkey butt. It'll help you with moving on the field. So he gave everybody a pack of monkey butt. The message obviously got across. Here's the deal with the Dallas Cowboys.
It's a very effective product.
And Steve verifies that he does use that. If Monkey Butt ever becomes a sponsor of Blue Collar and ITL, this is where it started. Monkey Butt. Sponsor. Yeah, future sponsor.
Someone's going to have to explain to me what Monkey Butt is.
Yeah, it's a cream. Actually, Steve
it's like an anti-chafing thing?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's an anti-chafing.
Well, I had Monkey Butt in powder form before, but yeah, it's anti-chafing and moisture absorbing.
I think I've had that powder.
All that. All that good shit. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a highly effective product.
You can share it in the showers, apparently in Dallas. So that's their thing. That's their MO, right?
Anyway.
Back to what we were saying. So Cowboys getting healthy at the right time.
Regularly scheduled programming.
Tyron Smith is back this week for Dallas with the left tackle. The steel wall over there will be his backup, but we have the left tackle back, so Dallas will be primed up on the offensive end. On the defensive end, the defensive line, which has been so spectacular, even the backups were getting in the backfield last week, but we got to see what they do against Kansas City. And playing on the road, especially there in Kansas City, is not an easy task. Harrison, have you guys lost this year at home?
I don't even know, honestly. We've lost so many times, I'm not even used to it. I just stopped paying attention to where they were losing games.
Yeah, so I know it's not easy to win at Arrowhead, right? So we'll have to see what Dallas does on the road in a very difficult climate. Obviously, with or without a kicker, I mean, they don't use them even when they have them. But Greg the Leg isn't really that big of a factor.
That guy's a bum. He's a bum. A 0.
They've lost 3 games at home.
At home this year?
No, sorry, just 2.
Oh, okay.
Chargers and Bills, they lost at home.
It's about to really change my tune there. Okay. So I do expect this to be a high-scoring game. Harrison, I'm guessing your pick is probably Chiefs to win and cover, right? Chiefs, the 2.5-point favorites.
I want to go with the Chiefs. Well, I'm going with the Chiefs. I'm not sure about it. It's not a guarantee on my side here. I really would have wished that they showed what they showed last week 2 weeks in a row. Then I'd be 100% in on the Chiefs. But it could have just been a flash in the pan. So we'll see how they match up against a better Cowboys team.
Gotcha.
But I'll take them. I'll take them to cover.
And I'm going to provide the opposite, right? I'm taking Dallas to win and pull the upset on the road. I believe Dallas is the better team overall. I think they're the more equipped team to make a deeper run. And this is going to be probably the highlight game for Dallas to show they're real contenders. I'll go to Ash because I already know the answer, and then we'll go to the people in the middle. Ash, who are you taking in this game?
Yeah, it's all about them boys. Ernest, all day, every week. I'm not going to get too hyped on it, but yeah, I'm super excited for this game, and even more so to be watching it with you. So that's going to be
absolutely exciting. Super hype. That's right. We watch it in that theater that Steve got to hang out in. Steve, who do you have in this game?
I got the Cowboys to win and cover. I'll take that. I'll take them to cover that 2.5. I do think the Chiefs woke up a little bit last week, but I also think the Raiders at the same time fell back asleep and reverted back to their regularly scheduled programming. I think the Cowboys are hot right now. I think they're the best team in the NFC right now. I know it's a different conference.
I want that on a writing or tweet or like.
Wow.
Get that with Steve's name on it.
As far as the Chiefs, the Chiefs defense, I think is good when they're able to pin their ears back and pass rush. Kind of like you mentioned with Dallas, Ernest. The thing is, you can't really do that against the Cowboys because of their running game.
Right.
And all the screen passes and everything with Paul and everything. It makes it a lot harder to just go like they did a couple weeks ago against Jordan Love and just went blitzed all night. You can't do that against the Cowboys because Dak will like destroy you.
I do like hearing Dak will destroy you out of Steve's mouth, but let's move on to Luke. Luke, how do you feel?
I do think it will be a tight game. I think it will be a good game. I think the Chiefs will score some points. I think it will be close, but I'm going to take the Cowboys to win and cover that 2.5.
Yeah, they're the underdog, so there would be. Oh, so you mean like the plus 2.5? Got you. Okay, got you. All right,
yeah.
Luke.
Yeah, I think it was put up or shut up last week with the Chiefs, and now it's really go time for them against. That just rains my soul that I actually have to say this. A possible Super Bowl team.
Don't say the word. Don't.
Anywho,
I just love when someone else says it that is not a Cowboy fan because I refrain from saying that right now. And I love that for you, Luke.
Yeah.
Hey, we all know what the Cowboys are like in the playoffs.
Major gut check time for the Chiefs, but I'm going to give it to the team who has the better running game in Arrowhead, which is the Dallas Cowboys.
Are you waiting on me?
I'll give it to the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys is Luke's pick. Dre's going to wrap up this pick here. Dre, who do you have for this game?
So I'd like to take this time to talk about the new fantasy football star, Damon Williams. I mean, he's been getting, 8, 10 receptions a game, 150 plus. He's a PPR, 150 plus yards per game. He's a PPR star. I think he's going to be a huge factor in this game. As Steve took the Cowboys, and Kenny obviously took the Cowboys because he's super biased. So I feel, as Ashley would say, frustrated on this because I think the Cowboys are going to win, but I have to go the opposite of Kenny on this, so I'm going to take the Chiefs.
What?
Yeah, fuck you, Kenny.
I think the Cowboys are going to win, but I have to take the Chiefs.
Hey, you heard it here.
Yes, I have to go opposite of you guys.
And it's actually Daryl Williams. Damien is now
That's
in
why
Chicago.
I said I'm
That was some of the
frustrated.
most fascinating analysis I have ever heard.
Yeah, and is CEH maybe back for this game, right? Or has he been ruled out?
I mean, he might be, but last thing I heard was they might just even hold him out another couple weeks.
Even better for me because I have Williams. All right, let's move on. Sunday night football. Chargers versus Steelers. Chargers 5.5-point favorites, but let's roll it. Woo! Those Chargers let all of us down last week. We don't want to go there. Chargers 5.5-point favorites against those one of two tied teams in the NFL, Steelers. Chargers 5.5 points. Let's go through the whole thing here. I'm taking the Chargers to win and cover. I don't think I have to go through too much of this, but at home, probably going to punch the mouth in the Steelers. Going to be 21-0 by halftime. Sorry, Lukey, but this is a tough one for the Steelers. This is going to be tough without Big Ben too. So and no Chase Claypool, no chance. Chargers all the way. They win and cover. Luke, I'll go to you next.
I wish I had like the world's smallest violin like playing in my ear or something. Going down with the Titanic, just playing the violin all the way down. Mason Rudolph is not the answer. Give me Dwayne Haskins, please.
Are you sure?
Somebody. I'd rather have Dwayne Haskins. At least he can throw the ball and run at some point in time. Mason Rudolph cannot do either of those.
Well, Haskins can run.
He can run. That's all that matters to me right now. But I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
But can he hide?
I really just the injuries have just stacked up for the Steelers. Now the COVID bug bullshit is rearing its head, and I really just don't know what to do anymore. And if I have to sit there and watch this game, I really hope it's over by halftime so I can just turn it. I really don't want to sit there for 3.5 hours and watch Mason Rudolph try to hump a doorknob. I'm over it. Give me the Chargers.
He's taking the Chargers to win and cover in this game. Harrison, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'll probably take the Chargers. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about Pittsburgh as long as they just keep feeding Najee Harris targets and touches. Deontay Johnson too. Just give him the ball. I have a big matchup this week in fantasy football, and I got those two. So that's all I care about from the Steelers. As long as they just feed those two guys, I don't care what happens to them. But I think the Chargers are going to win this one pretty easy.
There you go. That's 3 Chargers picks in a row. I feel the light warming up here. Dre.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph sucks. However, the Chargers have been kind of letting us down recently on the show. We've been picking them a lot, and they haven't played that well. I think it's going to be a close game, and whoever their kicker is, because they switch kind of every week now, he's going to win the game on a late field goal. So Chargers win, but they don't cover.
All right, we got a Chargers money.
Have you ever heard of the Chargers letting people down? Because I haven't. I feel like that hasn't been their story the last 15 years.
Ashley, who do you have in this game?
Could even ask two cities about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Chargers on this one, and hopefully they do not disappoint me like they did last week.
There you go. Chargers are her pick to win and cover. Steve, wrap us up here. Do we have a BCMG guarantee?
He's taking the Browns.
So this, this is, I actually hate this because I am riding with Dre Rogers on the Chargers will win, but for some odd reason they don't cover.
There you go. Chargers win and don't cover. That means we have our BCMG guarantee. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Chargers money line. Add that to your parlay tickets. That is right. 3 out of 4 games now on those parlay tickets, and that's directly from Steve, the BCMG guarantee, which we do not talk about historical guarantees on this show. But guys, that's exciting. We got that. Look at that producer with the guarantee down the bottom. I like that, Londo. But let's take us over to Tampa Bay.
Man, I'm loving all these hype videos. Loving it.
Yeah, Buccaneers. I mean, that Buccaneers one's pretty good. Buccaneers going up against Tom Brady's Achilles heel, the New York Giants, at a time where he's lost 2 in a row. I don't know. Maybe Steve would know this. Has Tom Brady ever lost 3 in a row? I don't know if that's even a thing.
That'd be a good one to look up.
I mean, if we have, I can't remember the last time we lost 3 games in a row.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Saquon Barkley looks like he might be back this week. Sterling Shepard might be back this week. I have a question mark around Tom Brady winning 3 in a row. We'll get back to that later. Clear skies, though. Giants off the bye. Guys, Giants have been playing well. Actually, that's who Kansas City played, and they played them, I think it was a 2016 game in Kansas City. It was a very close game. Bucks 11-point favorites. I'll start this one off. I think the Bucks are a great team. I think they're phenomenal. I think they'll punch them in the mouth, but I do not think they cover. I think in the end the Giants come close. So taking the Giants to cover that spread, but Buccaneers win in this game. Let me go over to this is Steve's second team. So Steve, who do you have in this game?
I'm going to take the Buccaneers to win, but the Giants to cover that spread. I don't know what happened to the Buccaneers the last 2 weeks. Bruce Arians, I do have to say this, but Bruce Arians, if you think publicly calling out the players on your team is the way to do it, and publicly calling the players out to the media, no, it is the complete wrong way to go about things, and it does not help you at all. And yeah, like you said, the Giants have always just kind of been that fucking, God, Tom Brady's Achilles heel. Really, they have been. It's God, you bring me back Vietnam flashbacks now.
You've won enough. You guys have won enough.
I do want to confirm.
No, I have
Coach
not.
Peanut, in his rookie year, he did lose 3 in a row.
What a no talent loser!
Just want to make sure you know that.
In 2001, they lost 3 in a row.
2002.
Yep. 2000. Maybe it's not his rookie. Maybe it was 2002. They lost 3 in a row.
Okay, 2002. Yeah, I can see that. That's actually technically his 3rd year in the league.
There you go. It's been nearly from the producer. It's been nearly 2 decades since Tom Brady lost 3 regular season games. He's not wrong, right? So that's pretty crazy. I mean, the money is there. Is that the Buccaneers are going to win this game? Harrison, how do you feel about the Bucs, and is this skid going to continue?
Oh no, not at all. The only thing that makes me even nervous about this giant spread is the fact that the Giants have 2 weeks to prepare for this game. If the Giants played last week, I would have taken a -15 spread like for the Bucs. I would have thought, but even with the extra preparation, I think the Buccaneers are pissed off right now. I think Tom Brady's pissed off right now. I think they're gonna fucking, like you said, punch him in the mouth. I think they're gonna win by like 15-20 points.
Yeah, I do think they're gonna punch him in the mouth hard. It just depends if that end of the 4th quarter, the Giants get some meaningless, touchdown out. Now all of a sudden it's a 9-point game, or it pushes at 11.
Fucking garbage time.
Yeah. I really do think that's what's gonna. It's gonna be like 18-point game. All of a sudden a touchdown. They go for 2 just to make it 10, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point game, and it's like, oh, they did it for Vegas. No, we warned you on ITL. Should watch us. Anyways, all right, Luke.
Well, my fur companion here. Get off the keyboard. Get off the keyboard. I feel bad for the New York Giants because now you're coming back off a bye, a nice relaxation week in New York,
right?
And you gotta face a pissed off Tampa Tom, and he looked like dog shit last week in Tom Brady's standards. And Daniel Jones standards, Daniel Jones would have took that week for sure. But I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Bucs to win by 10. So do with it what you will. Okay, you're getting.
That's what Luke says. Ash did want to post her picks on here. She had to step away. Ash taking the Bucs to win and cover in this game. Dre, wrap us up on this Tampa Bay game.
You know what? If this game was in New York, I'd take the Giants to win.
Wow.
Unfortunately for them, it's not. And just like everybody said, Tom Brady's lost 2 games in a row. And even though the Giants are getting Andrew Thomas and possibly Barkley back, I think Tom Brady is going to be super pissed. And he's going to throw like 4 or 5 touchdown passes. It's going to be like 35-13. So Bucs win and cover.
There you have it. Primetime Pick'em ends with a Tampa Bay BCMG guarantee. That is correct. A Tampa Bay BCMG guarantee. Where are the fingers at? I'm by myself. We got a couple.
I'm sorry.
Even the broken finger got up there.
Broken fingers up.
There we go. BCMG guarantee. Tampa
I got caught
Bay,
in my cord and everything. That was a whole process.
Tampa Bay money line. I would go down to even say Tampa Bay -7, but I don't want to put you guys on the spot like that. That ends Primetime Pick'em, and I am excited to see that. We're going to go to fire round picks. We're going to go through all the next games, talk money line only, and we're going to start off in Chicago. No hype videos here on forward. We're just going to go game by game. Bears versus Falcons in this game. Nope, that's not correct. It is Bears versus Ravens. That's okay. Bears versus Ravens in this game. I'll start this one off. Ravens win this game in Chicago. Steve.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens to win this game. It's the Bears. Do I really need to say more than that?
Nope, that's 2 Baltimore picks. Harrison.
I really want to say Chicago wins, but I think the Ravens win.
That's 3. Ash.
I have a dilemma here. I'm going to go with the Bears, and only this is why, because they lost to the Dolphins, and now I'm going to go for the Dolphins in the next time. So just remind me of this, but this just really threw off my picks last week, so I was just irritated.
There you go. Ash thinks it's a thing happening in Baltimore. Ash thinks it's a thing. Chicago is Ash's pick. Luke.
I don't pick Ratbirds, but I'm picking Ratbirds this week.
There you go. Ravens get another slot there.
Said
Dre.
that 2 weeks in a row.
Dead.
You know, I'm pretty sure Kenny took the Bears, so this is a great opportunity because the Bears suck. We know Baltimore is going to win, so thank you, Kenny.
He is taking Baltimore to win as well, and that is not a BCMG guarantee thanks to Ashley. Everybody else chose Baltimore. Let's take it over to
It was a
Tennessee.
genuine thank you.
Tennessee versus Houston, where Tyrod Taylor got a bye to get his feet under him, and we're going to see what that Houston offense looks like again against Tennessee Titans, who can't get out of the injury woes. Let's start this one off with Steve. Steve, who do you have in this game?
I'm going to take Tennessee to win that game.
Tennessee to win. Harrison.
Tennessee.
Ashley.
Yeah, Tennessee for sure.
Dre.
Unfortunately, no upset special on this one. I'm going to keep rolling with the Titans for the 5th week in a row.
There you have it. He is taking the Titans again. Luke.
Titans and old ass Adrian Peterson gets in the end zone.
He is taking the Titans in this one.
Love it.
I am taking the Titans to win in this one as well. I am not pushing the Texans to win any more games. So that would be what we call a BCMG guarantee. That is right. The Tennessee Titans, ride them, start them, everything. And don't forget, former Texas Longhorn Foreman will be the player of the game. All right, here we go. We're taking our talents over to Jacksonville now. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the hot San Francisco 49ers. Harrison, you're starting this one.
Oh, another easy one. 49ers. No chance for the Jaguars.
Ash.
Okay, I'm also going for the 49ers.
49ers on a hot streak. Here we go. Luke.
Mute. Is that 2 mutes in a row?
That's 2 mutes in a row. That's 2 mutes over under at 3.5.
I had to take the dog outside. Okay.
I'm calling it a mute. I'm calling it a mute.
No.
I'm calling it 2 mutes in a row. Me and Ernest ruled.
No, we're not. We're not doing that.
We are.
Where is
2
this
mutes
at?
in a row.
This is in
Does it
Jacksonville.
matter?
Oh, never mind. I'll take the 49ers.
49ers are my pick as well. That goes over to Steve.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 49ers. Wait, you fucking shed your light off.
That is what we call in Texas a BCMG guarantee. That's right. San Francisco money line. This parlay ticket is building, and I'm all about it right now. Let's keep it going. The red hot game of the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins approaches. Everybody's tuning in for Joe Flacco, former Super Bowl champion Joe Flacco, in his starting debut for this season. Ash, who do you have in this game?
Wow, you should have that jersey just specifically for that Super Bowl. That's so funny you said that. But I'm going to go with the Dolphins on this one.
She's going with the starting Tua. All right, Luke, who do you have?
Do I have to pick?
You have to pick. You can say it's tie.
This is like that scene from Ace Ventura where he's got both of the spears into his legs. I really don't care about this game. But I'm not going to pick elite Joe Flacco. So give me the elite Tua, I guess.
Elite Tua is the pick. 2 in a row, Dre.
You know, you're not going to believe this, but I am going to take Joe Flacco on this one.
Wow. He is taking the goddamn Jets.
They can't all be guarantees, right?
True. That is true. But they have been, and we really got spurned last week, so I'm okay with this. So Jets are Dre's pick, so 2-1 to me, and that's going to make me pick Miami. I'm taking Miami to win this game. I like what the Jets are offering. Elijah Moore is definitely going to have a big game, but I think that the Dolphins are more complete and that defense is better. So going to go with the Dolphins on the road. Steve?
Can they both lose?
They can tie.
That's a loss. That's a loss in my book for both teams.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to take the Dolphins.
Steve goes Miami. Harrison, wrap us up.
You called him a Super Bowl champion. but you never called him what he actually is. Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco is going to lose this game against the Dolphins.
I love it. I love it. There you have it.
Oh.
Jets 5. Jets 1. Dolphins 5 in this one. Not a BCMG guarantee, but we're going to move on to
Hey,
Cleveland.
that's gonna be the score, Ernest. I don't know how they're going to get a one.
It probably will be. Somehow, some way, they're going to fuck up a safety. All right, let's go over to Cleveland. Cleveland's playing up against those red-hot Detroit Lions. They did not lose last week. They're just playing way above their head. Cleveland Browns. This is a game that's going to be cold and rainy, probably seeing the return of Nick Chubb, so lots of ground game, which is hugely favorable to Cleveland. We'll start this one off with Luke. Luke, who do you have in this game?
Clowns, but I'm telling you right now, run the ball. Give the ball to Nick Chubb. Holy shit.
Absolutely agree. Dre.
Before I give out my pick, did Kenny take the Lions again?
Kenny has not disclosed his picks yet.
So he
Just
didn't take the
FYI.
Lions.
He may take the Lions. Who knows?
But
He
as
always
of
does.
now, Dre, he does not have the Lions.
As of now, I do not know his picks.
I'm taking the Browns. This is a Dearness Johnson game, so
Ooh, Dearness Johnson game. That's interesting. That's
I'm
interesting.
I'm gonna go premature on this. I'm gonna take a guess. Ernest can set off his little light right now.
At this point, I need to verify. Hold on. I am taking Cleveland, so we are 3-0 so far. Steve.
Yeah, I'm taking Cleveland.
That's for Harrison.
I just want to put it on record at first that the most Browns thing that I can imagine of all time would be losing to Detroit this week.
That'd be
But I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, you can start that light.
You'd probably go back to Los Angeles. It's warming up. Ash, I need your pick.
Cleveland.
That is a BCMG guarantee. The Browns.
Told
going
you
to
you could set
Dogtown.
off your light.
Wow, that is such a foreshadowing thing you
Like a
have
little
there,
toy.
Steve. Just so everybody knows, Cleveland is favored by 11 points. I do not suggest you bet that. All right, Minnesota against Green Bay is that next game. Vikings, Packers, and a game that's probably going to be very entertaining. I'm sure Dre's going to be strapped to the TV for this one. Dre, just because it's your team, who do you have?
yeah, no analysis needed on this. Packers win.
You got it. I'm taking the Packers to win this game. They don't need Aaron Jones for this win, in my opinion. I do think it's going to be very hard fought, but I'll take Aaron Rodgers in the comeback and a statement game there. Steve.
Vikings lose.
Vikings lose. That's 3-0 for Green Bay there. And just going to put the streamers there. Okay. Let's go over to Harrison.
I really want to take the upset here, but I have no faith in the Vikings to ever win a big game. Packers win.
Packers there. Ash.
I'm going with the Packers.
Packers as well. Luke, you're the sole one here.
Sorry, butthole, but the Packers are winning.
Butthole, we didn't go with you last week. We're sorry, but we're still going Packers this week. BCMG guarantee it up. Let's go, guys. Hype it up. Get that hype going. There we go. All right, here we go. That's enough. That's too much. All right, Eagles Saints
Sorry,
in the
I got a
city
little
of
carried
brotherly
away.
love. That's right, Eagles Saints. In a game where I don't think anybody really cares. But we'll go ahead and go around the table for this one as well. For this game, Philadelphia is coming off a pretty good win against a team that annihilated the Cowboys, so it was surprising to see them win. And the Saints are coming off of, I think they won as well, right? Wasn't that a surprise last week? Somebody check. Yeah, Carolina beat them. Isn't that right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm taking Philadelphia to win this game at home. I'm going to go against the Saints in this game. Steve.
I'm gonna take the Saints. They're kept it close. Against Tennessee, they beat Tampa. I don't really trust the Eagles that much, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Saints.
Harrison.
I am shocked that the Eagles are a favorite because I got the Saints all the way.
Ash.
I have the Saints for this one as well.
Luke.
Saints at home in the dome. It rhymes. Cash it.
I think Philadelphia is the home team, but I like the rhyme. Dre.
No.
You know, the Eagles have won 4 games, and all of them have been on the road. So They will get their first home win.
I like
I'm
that,
taking
Dre.
Eagles.
Fun fact: New Orleans hasn't won in Philadelphia since 2010.
Wow.
Fact of the day. Yep, that is a crazy fact.
That
All
is
right,
fun.
guys, that takes us over to Carolina, or Charlotte to be exact. The Panthers playing against that football team. This is an interesting game. Cam Newton against Ron Rivera in battle of the heads there. Steve, who do you have in this game?
I'm gonna take Washington. I'm gonna guess that there's a little bit of shaky quarterback play. I don't mean that as a knock on either of the quarterbacks, but Cam Newton has not played football in a long time. He's not going to be top notch, and yeah, and I don't know why I liked what I saw out of Washington last week.
Okay, he's gonna go with Washington. Harrison.
I was 100% going to go with Washington too until I remember Chase Young's done for the year. So I'm going to switch gears and go with the Panthers.
Beautiful. Ash.
I'm going for the Panthers on this one as well. It was a little conflicted, but I think that's the way that I'm swinging.
Luke.
Football team won their Super Bowl last week, so Panthers this week.
Good point. Dre.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey's a monster. He's a freak. He just came back and got like 160 combined yards or whatever. I think Washington just lost Chase Young for the season. So
literally just said that.
Verified 2 minutes ago. Absolutely. He's going Carolina. I'm taking Carolina to play and win this game and get the Cam Newton hype news everywhere. That's just how I feel. It's just going to start happening. Cam Newton's going to be everywhere. So let's roll that tape there.
Have you heard he's back?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard an echo in the distance when I was outside playing with my daughter, and it said, "I'm back." And so I said, I got to go see what that was. And then I saw it was Cam Newton yelling in the stadium. I got all the way over here. That's crazy. That's crazy. For the last game, Coach Peanut did say he is taking the Eagles. Just want to make that known to everybody in the world that Coach Peanut's taking the Eagles. All right, guys, let's move to our second to last game. The Las Vegas Raiders going up against those Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals coming fresh off the bye. Raiders looking very disappointing last week against the Chiefs. We start this one off with Harrison. Harrison, who do you have in this game?
Yeah, I think the Bengals get back in the win column.
Perfect. Cincinnati's that first pick. Ash.
This one I was also conflicted on. I really wanted to get some opinions and feedback first, but I think I'm going to go with the Raiders on this one.
She's going with Vegas. She's rolling the odds with Vegas for this game. All right, I like it. Luke.
Bungles by a million.
Bengals by a million, says Luke. Dre. Is that a mute?
Sorry, Bengals.
I think that might have been a mute. I'm going to call mute then. That's three. That's three.
That's three.
That's three. All right. Remember, one more gets us the over. I am taking the Bengals to win this game and win it handedly. I don't think it's going to be close. Steve.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bungles to win. Like I said, the Raiders went back to their regularly scheduled programming.
Wow. So not a BCMG guarantee as Ash is rolling with those Raiders, but very strong odds here. Cincinnati only favored by a point, so not as spread in Vegas as we seem to think that the Bengals are a better team. All right, guys, final game of the week. Caveat to this, right now Murray is scheduled to play. Hopkins is not. As we're talking about this game, I wouldn't put any money on it, but Seahawks Cardinals are the final game. Battle of the Birds. We'll start this one off with Ash. Ash, who do you have in this? Is Dangerous is back?
That was a little bit scary for me in making my selection, but I'm going to swing with the Cardinals right now.
She's going Arizona. I wouldn't blame you, Luke.
Seattle looked bad, and I mean really bad. Whether Russ wants to say his hand hurts or not, I don't care. His hand wasn't saving them last week, so give me the Cardinals.
Arizona for Luke. Dre.
Is that?
No, it's not. He's busy.
All right, we'll come back to him. I'm taking Arizona to win with Kyler, Arizona to lose without Kyler. Steve.
I still want to call that a mute, man.
Nope. Busy.
But I wanted to take Seattle, but I can't take Seattle. So I'm taking Arizona.
Arizona for Steve. Harrison.
Yeah, if Kyler plays, that's all that the Cardinals need, I think. Got the Cardinals.
Completely agree. Completely agree. I'm going to give Arizona to Dre. He can message me later if that's not right. And I'm going to call that a BCMG guarantee. Ring them around there. Another guarantee.
That's a big one.
Arizona money line. That'll be a big one to fill the sheets. All right, guys.
That's a moneymaker right there.
You know what? We can leave that light on. I don't know if my producer knows how to put that parlay ticket to see what we got, but when we list this tomorrow with our podcast episode, you'll see what $5 gets you. Let's run through our parlay ticket before we say goodbye. All right. The light's on, guys. So what's our parlay ticket? New England Patriots -6.5. Indianapolis Colts +7. I'm just kidding, not the Dallas Cowboys. Tampa Bay money line, the Tennessee money line, San Francisco money line, Cleveland money line, and Arizona money line. If I had to guess, it's probably 42-1, but who knows what that's going to be. Guys, that's your parlay ticket there. And if that was too fast, rewind and listen to it again. It adds a view. Just kidding. Well, you'll see it in the post tomorrow. All right, guys. Let's say our goodbyes here. It looks like Dre punched out, so I guess it was some technical issues. But Luke, why don't you tell the people where they can find you?
Well, it all depends on how Sunday goes. You might see me jumping off the Fort Pitt Bridge. Down the Mahonga Halo, probably. But no, you can find me on Twitter at Hearts on Hockey. And I'm trying to drink my Pittsburgh sorrows away because I don't even know what the Pittsburgh Penguins are doing. We're doing so bad, we actually sold out to a Boston person. That's how bad we're doing.
Yeah, congratulations. Now you know. Now you get to have a team owned by John Henry.
Working on the railroad with old John Henry.
Hey, it's it's an interesting ride having John Henry on your team. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let me tell you guys something. She is the sweetest voice on ITL. That is correct, and that is Ashley Garcia. Ash, where can the people find you?
On Twitter at sweetpeach4_ for all things random.
That's awesome. And Ash, we'll be having a giveaway in December of all things. So keep a lookout for that.
It's my birthday month. And it's the season of sharing and giving.
Start up. So that's right. Birthday month.
I'm excited for this. Be on the lookout. And yeah.
Very exciting stuff coming from sweetpeach4_. That's definitely it. Thank you, Ash, again for being a part of the show tonight. My wonderful co-host, you voted him the General, Steve Reisner. Steve, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me at Reisner_Steven on Twitter, and check me out 11 a.m. Eastern time on all the Blue Collar media channels on Sundays, and actually live on our the Blue Collar website homepage. Just giving you game picks again and last minute updates.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff from Steve Reisner and all of BCMG. Catch us. We have 3 live events in a row in January, February, March. We'll list out those events next week and tell you guys where you can get some awesome bracelets. You can get some awesome actual BCMG swag. As a matter of fact, I guess I should debate if we're even going to have an ITL episode that close to Thanksgiving. We'll let you guys know. Nonetheless, our special guest of the night was Harrison Brooks, representing the Red Sea. Thank you so much for joining us. Harrison, tell people where they can find you.
Yo, thanks for having me. Hopefully I can make it back again sometime soon. But yeah, you can find me at Brooksy34 on Twitter, or if you're a big fan of Winter Olympic sports, look me up at peaknewsmagazine.com and read some of my articles for my new job.
Fantastic. Matter of fact, I'm going to go over there right after this show and check it out. Guys, I am your host, Ernest Docky Silva. Very excited and thankful for all of you who joined me tonight and who joins us regularly. It's because of y'all that we keep going. So keep your support coming. Keep sending out those good and well wishes. Good luck to you guys on the parlay. We'll post that out later and how much $5 gets you either later tonight or tomorrow. But to be a part of BCMG, all you have to do is contact myself at Into the Lab Pod and this show, and we can get you on the show. Start your own show. Maybe you're a streamer. Come out. We'll talk with you, and we welcome anybody at BCMG. So thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Good luck to you and your teams, and of course, good luck to those Dallas Cowboys. And we'll end it off. We'll end it off with this right here, just for you, Harrison. We're gonna end this off for you. Man, my heart.
That was the best hype video I've ever seen for a fraud of a team.
And you guys, just to throw out one last thing, because we're on this Texas hype, You guys have to support our UTSA Roadrunners
Beep, beep.
because they are in the top 4 of undefeated teams right now. And go Runners.
That's right. Go Runners. Beep, beep. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.
Thanks for having me.